Hello, welcome to Program with Sam, and this is going to be C, Lesson 1. So last time we looked at creating an application for C, and if we follow those steps, we'll be ready to start writing some code. So what I've done here is I've removed all of the sort of stub, the generated code that comes with the project, so that we just have a main function that returns 0 because it's int main, not void main. One of the first things that we'll want to do is create this create this function in our application, and obviously if you just copy this, it should be plug and play almost. And this is acting as the entry point for our application in a way. So without this function, we won't be able to execute anything else. But what can we execute? Like we've seen in Java, we can execute a lot of code, and it's very similar in C and C++. So what we're going to look at now is sort of outputting something to the console. But in order to do this, we're going to need a library or a header file that has functions that allow us to output to the console. Now, in order to include a header file, we need to do #include, which is the equivalent of your import in Java, and then we need these little bad boys, although I think that's for C++, but doesn't matter, it'll do the same thing. Include, and then we say stdio.h. Maybe we don't need them. There we go. stdio. Wait, can we do that? Yes. So that's what we want to do. I think you use the speech marks if you're using libraries that you've written or other people have written. But if they're a standard library, you use the little arrows. And that's going to give us access to the printf function. So now, if we go into the main function, we could then write printf hello world with the exclamation point, colon on the end, and in theory, this should run. Boom, there we go, hello world. Now, that's a very simple example of the kind of stuff that you can do with libraries in C. I is equal to 0. If we had j was equal to 10, we could then say int c is equal to I plus 2 times j. And then if we wanted to output that number, we would do the number is %d and then comma, and we'd include the number c. So if we run that, then it should then run and output the number is 20, which we know it is. Now let's say that we want to have it output something, printf, and we want to say what is your name ? And then a colon and a space like this. And then we could have, let's say we have a char of size 100, so that's how many characters that can be in your name, and we want to then say gets, and we're going to store it in there. Why does it not like that? Is it supposed to be like, yeah, maybe that's the way it's supposed to be. And then what we can do is we can say printf, or well, we'll put the new line in first. Your name is, and then we can put and we'll see if that works. So it says, what is your name? Oh, your name is Sam. And that's sort of how you can interact with the console. I believe this is getting a character array, but if you wanted to, you could use the function getChar if you wanted a char. Is there a getInt? Doesn't look like it, but there's plenty of stuff you can work with, and it's very similar to what we've seen in previous languages like Java and Python and R. And that's it for this one. Next time we'll be looking at variables available in C. We'll be showing off what comments look like in C, and we'll be examining the overlap of C and C++ a bit more. If you'd like to follow me at ProgramSamBlog or follow the blog directly at programwithsam.co.blog, that would be much appreciated. And I will see you in the next one.